In this video, we're going to talk about the two major events that happened in Dragon Ball Super's unforgettable episodes 92 and 93. What is up, YouTube? My name is Justin, this is the Den of Nerds, and today we are talking Dragon Ball Super for the first time in a long while. And what a time to talk about it right now. I can hardly believe this is happening. First, let's talk about the most exciting event in my eyes and what that could mean. That's right, everyone. We all saw it. Frieza, the glorious Golden Emperor, is returning to Dragon Ball Super. This time, fighting alongside the good guys. Frieza is joining the Tournament of Power, replacing Majin Buu as the 10th fighter of Universe 7. And his price is simple, yet steep. Resurrection. Personally, I am incredibly excited for the return of Frieza. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Resurrection F in comparison to Battle of the Gods, I still find Frieza to be an absolutely horrifying villain, and his arc remains legendary in Dragon Ball history. To be frank, if they had to bring a villain back, it had to be him. Cell's too weak at this point, no matter how much we may want to see him again. And even back in Resurrection F, we were teased that Frieza did have even more power in his golden form that he had yet to tap into, because he hadn't completely mastered it yet. Buu could have been planned as a red herring even as far back as then. There were even parallels in earlier parts of the saga, with Hit recruiting Frost. You can guarantee that there is going to be a Frost versus Frieza showdown in this tournament. Absolutely. And if we had to replace a member, I'm glad it was Buu. Don't get me wrong, I love the humor we get in Dragon Ball Super, but when the universe is on the line, we have to crank the gears into serious mode. And what can be more serious than Goku teaming up with Frieza? Even with Krillin suggesting it. Krillin, of all people, Frieza killed him. Now, Resurrection seems like a lot to put on the line for this. I'm sure we're all wondering, will Frieza get resurrected after participating in this tournament? I'm personally banking on no. I don't think they'll follow through on reviving Frieza with the Dragon Balls, unless we get evidence of him repenting during the tournament. Which is also highly unlikely, but maybe possible if he is disgusted by Frost. What I think is far more likely is Frieza, and potentially Frost as well, messing up during the tournament, cheating in some way, and both being erased by Zeno. Which would be sad, but horrifying at the same time. All in all, Frieza's inclusion is going to be a very good thing for this arc. It's going to add some excellent tension to the Universe 7 team. Will Frieza try to betray them all? Or will he end up proving himself as Universe 7's most powerful ally, considering that he cannot rule a universe that is erased? Just having that question looming in the back of my mind has already made this explosive arc even more impressive. But I'm telling you now, if they mess with us, and substitute Frieza out at the last minute to put Buu back in, I'm honestly going to be very upset and very, very disappointed. We had some hints that another God of Destruction is going to try and do something to remove Frieza from the team in the next episode with this band of assassins that seems to be going there. But I'm hoping that more than anything, this isn't to take out Frieza and basically trick all of the fans in some way, but just a way to show how truly powerful Frieza is. Especially how powerful he can be when working alongside some of his greatest enemies. You've got a very exciting idea here, Toei. Commit. Though, I guess if Frieza finally shows up in the opening, we'll know for sure. Now, Masako X did touch a bit on another big thing that happened in Dragon Ball Super recently. I'm going to abridge his explanation a bit as to why this shouldn't be as knee-jerk and upsetting as some people are making it out to be, because the logic behind it is incredibly sound. If you want the full video, go ahead and check out his channel, and check out Dragon Ball Z Abridged because it's hilarious. The big event was Caulifla and Kale, two Saiyans from Universe 6, both going Super Saiyan. Caulifla in episode 92 achieved base form Super Saiyan by following a technique that Kappa gave her, following this tingling in her back, channeling all her energy towards there. And in this episode, she obtained all the way up to Super Saiyan 2 when she was fighting Kale, who in episode 93 achieved Legendary Super Saiyan. That's right, the same form that we all know Broly is famous for. Now, a lot of people are mad about this. A once legendary transformation being reduced to what some people say is now an easily learned parlor trick. I mean, apparently it was okay when Goten and Trunks did it when they were like 4, but I guess that's an argument for another time. But we gotta go ahead and look at this in another way. Now, it seems as though the Universe 6 Saiyans are more evolved than their Universe 7 counterparts. We get an inkling of this when Kappa mentions that his race lacks a tail, something we know is a weakness that can be bred out of Saiyans, again like what happened with both Trunks and Goten. Trunks and Goten were also able to easily achieve the Super Saiyan form at a younger age. Now, some may say this is just Toriyama forgetting what the hell he's writing again, but I'm not willing to chalk it up to coincidence myself. Call it denial or whatever you want, but I'm feeling like the Universe 6 brand of Saiyan is more akin to the kind of Saiyan that Goten and Trunks are. Closer to the Saiyan/human child, which we know is capable of incredible power as suggested by Nappa. All those illusions we had to Gohan back in Dragon Ball Z. It's quite possible that the incredible power that was rumored was the potential to easily obtain Super Saiyan, but Vegeta and Nappa had no idea that this was the exact thing that it could have been and are just chalking it up to being some sort of incredible power. Now, as Masako X has said, since Universe 6 was peaceful rather than warlike, we had more opportunities for Saiyans to breed and pass along their own brand of Saiyan genes. One of those obviously being the Super Saiyan gene, and one of them breeding out the Saiyan tail as well. Honed over a long period of time, possibly with other tribes that were on their planet, something more akin to humans, this allowed Saiyans like Caulifla, Kale, and Kappa to obtain the Super Saiyan transformation more easily. As for why there's a difference between Caulifla's regular Super Saiyan and Kale's Legendary Super Saiyan, I really can't comment on that right now, but it could be as simple as other forms of Super Saiyan, like we've already seen in Universe 7. Don't forget that both Ascended Saiyan, the really super buff Super Saiyan form, and Super Saiyan Rage, both of those achieved by Trunks, are things now. So to be quite honest, I think it's fine that Caulifla and Kale were able to change so easily. As for Caulifla rapidly obtaining Super Saiyan 2, well, we already established that she's a prodigy. That's what prodigies do. At the very least, facing a squad comprised of 3 Super Saiyans is going to be something incredibly interesting to watch happen. And with Kappa already having been able to go toe-to-toe with base form Vegeta in Super, we're going to be getting some excellent fights out of this. Oh, and a shout out to the Super Team for making Kale achieve Legendary Super Saiyan in episode 93. Nice reference to the Broly movie, which came out in 1993. I see what you did there. But what do you all think? Are you excited to see the return of Frieza? How do you feel about Caulifla and Kale achieving Super Saiyan 2 and Legendary Super Saiyan respectively? Who do you think will be the most valuable member of the Universe 7 team, or the Universe 6 team? Let us know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you're all having an awesome and nerdy day, and I'll catch you later.